All right, guys, as you could see, I'm back, and then the screen changes, and I don't make no changes, guys. This is the kind of security one questions YouTube, one questions the way YouTube is handling itself, and there's a lot of things why I say that because whose screen is gonna go that small, and whose screen is gonna what people out there are gonna let their screen go small when they're streaming. Apparently, that's not the thing that they want, right? But you could see how bad YouTube is getting. Plus, a bit of harassment by the game company telling YouTube that not to post my because they're paying YouTube to not to show my videos. So that's another thing why I don't stream the game no more because they're it's what do you call it, false narrative between YouTube and wargaming, between the gaming companies, you know what I mean, making your stream on YouTube kind of struggling. That's crazy, right? But it's true. And but you'll see how bad the game gets. You saw earlier how we had players helping enemies, right? Now, look at the players that, because Wargaming knows that I'm playing the game now, look at the way the battle techniques change as they work on that false narrative. Look at all that point sharing. Look at that. That's crazy, right? That is crazy. Look at that. Not active, nothing. He's going to get the base points when there's three players out there. Stupid, right? The most stupid, idiotic game system ever to be made by a gaming that denies that there's no rigging going on. How dumb can you be? Look at how it turns aside to all the points to players that they know. More proof on a rigging concept game that has not changed or not helped the game company do better to what he called, I mean, give back to the community who support it. You know what I mean? It's sad. It's sad what you get, sad what you see. But yet you got Doodles, Misty 69, economics, you know what I mean? Crackhead kids that, what do you call it? Think that they're all good and stuff like that. I mean, it's just bad. It's bad. I mean, you just saw the gameplay earlier. What happened, right? Oh yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Crazy, crazy rigging battles, guys. And then now look, watch. So they do those things. So then, you waste them, right? So if you report another player, guess what? You can't. You got to wait 5 hours before you could report while you're playing the game. You could have a game where you have a whole team cheating. You report them all, and then guess what? You got to wait a certain amount of time to back, protect yourself from the game. Basically the game leaves you non-protected by its own standards. So it forces you to stop playing the game if you don't feel safe about it. That's crazy, right? How they minimize your gameplay when you catch something. I mean, the way that the mind thing works, guys, on how they kind of try to influence their game upon people is just outrageous. It's outrageous. Just watch, man. When the reports come out, you all players that love blitz are no longer going to have blitz. And if you do have blitz, it's going to be the most cheapest and dumbest um, upgraded game that you are guys are not going to, it's just going to die out slowly. I mean, just really bad. It's only going to have players that basically know each other on both sides trying to make the game come up, basically. And then this guy got to cut me off. What I tell you guys, that shit makes. I get excited when they do dumb stuff like that because they expose the game itself. I don't got to do that much, really. The game does it for itself. The narrative of the game totally changes, right? From what they tell you about the game, what they say that you could do with teams that they team you up with. Telling you guys, more fake battles, cheating clans, rigging games. See how you can't report nobody? But they want you to go out of game and report players. You know what I mean? Think about it. Ain't nobody care about their appearance. This game sucks, Is everything that we got, we can't use it. It's all in storage for nothing. Game gives you things that, either are no value or just a piece of shit of a value. It's funny how economics, doodles, and other stuff, they say they change their narrative so much you could see how bad the game is. I mean, really bad. You know what I mean? Before they're all like, "Oh, this game is great. Oh, we love it." Blah blah blah. Now they're saying, "Oh, they're using my ways and implementing the game." Oh man, I laugh at these streamers, man. It's funny that you'll never get a game in this game company fair gaming. Not at all. You pay, you still don't get no fair gaming. See how they know I'm there? That's crazy, right? Without being spotted, this cheater right there, you could see how the cheating tactics work. Oh, really? Wargaming, it goes upward. As you could see, more false, more false things of gameplay, guys. Wow. What a mess. What a mess on a game, right? Look at these players are not doing nothing. All they're doing is just point sharing with player scams. Point sharing scams, cheating tactics. Players are point sharing in the top. Right there. Look at that. Look at all those points they shared with the team. Crazy, right? But yet I'm tripping. I'm the one that's saying made up stuff, right? But yet we could see the proof for itself. Non-active players taking their time and killing these players. It's crazy, right? I've never seen such schemes and scams from players that are not active. They rather just point share with players they know. You better hurry up and get that kill before I do. Yeah, not active, just point sharing. Yeah, they wait for the latest moment, guys. Sad, right? Does that look like a fair gaming? Does that look like active players? Did that look like players were actually killing the players, the enemy, just to win the game? No. All it is just players point sharing. Every battle that I played in this game with these new accounts and old accounts, okay, have been rigging these battles using ghost accounts with low battles, have no experience in the game since 2014 all the way to 2026. Not a show or a care in the world of playing the game consistently or, more than often. They have players like this with these accounts. Then you got players with new accounts knowing more than the average player. How is that? Because those tied into the same thing I'm telling you guys. Guys have made accounts since 2014 and continue making accounts because they don't like the way the outcome is. They don't like that their percentages is going down. They don't like it. Just like Doodles has to have a group, a crew to keep it to maintain his percentage. Doodles cannot maintain his own percentage. Without the help, he cannot do it. He's not that skillful. He needs handouts. That's the thing about a skilled player and a handout player. A handout player works in groups, right? Knowing players throughout the gaming and creating a point sharing system. Now, if you stream on YouTube, you're going to collect these kind of streamers, right? Because you're going to be getting a lot of people that either like your video or not. Then you're going to get stalkers, pedophiles, abusers, blah, 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 going against your own stream. And that's what the game does. That's the narrative between every streamer. They try to set up a narrative in their favor without exposing the truth within each games or within all games. But we all could tell which games are fair gaming and which ones are not, just like World of Tank Blitz. Not 1 inch of this game is fair gaming. Not even reforged. And then to take to the fact that they're gonna close down Blitz, push reforge on you, right? And then screw you guys a second time. Damn. Shit. You guys want to spend money like that? Send me some money. Damn. Give it to a game that's not even listening to you guys. I mean, it makes the whole player system looks like fools, guys. It really does. And then you got one player, right, gonna go and point share with players that they know. Only because we all have heavies, which is stupid. You know what I mean? Very unbalanced game. Very. This is a soul rigged game, not even funny, from the system itself. Because they know I'm here. They know that I'm gonna be exposing the game. And they know that this is gonna hurt them more than what it's gonna hurt me. So I'm not worried about it, guys. I really ain't. Nobody wants to give me help, so there's no team. There's no I in team, baby girl. The point sharing scams. Here we go. See? All weighted. No activity, nothing. All weighted. And then not even one spotter, but players were well lined up. The enemy was very well lined up with the players. How is that, guys? That's impossible to have that. You know that? It's impossible. Look how much point sharing there were, all being in the same pattern. All being in the same pattern. You see the scam? You see how it evens out? They try to even out every point. Look at it. I'm at 128. The guy's at 0. The guy's at 962, and it's at 360. Think about it. 369. That's it's impossible to have it like that. It's all rigged. Points don't make the damage points are all off. The percentage in players teaming up with you are all off. The new accounts that are mixed in with old accounts that have, you know what I mean, that are more active are all off. You know, it's just one thing after another. From a game that started in 2014, me being a beta tester, me knowing the in and outs about the game, what direction they were going to go what in which way. All this was already talked about way before for the first 8 years of the game. Now, here we are in 26, and we still now we have a game company denying all kinds of shit, trying to hide itself. It's crazy. It's crazy what you get now. What the world is coming to, especially these games. Now you know why games make a lot of money, because they're scammed. They're scamming millions of people. It's a rig cheating, non-skilled system now. Now it's a rigged, cheating, non-skilled player system now. It's all games designed pay to cheat to look good. If you have a lot of money and you like to spend it and you play the game, well, guess what? You're going to have great games. You're going to have people supporting you because you have money. You're a type of person that they could get money from. The game can too. And it gives them stability of doing illegal activities. You get me? How does that? I get two. He shoots twice. Is there two Annies in that enemy team? No, there's only one Annie, and he shot twice. You see that? Now, if wargaming was to say, hey, look, the only reason why that one player was point sharing, that's why. He wanted to try to beat my points. They weren't sure. You see how bad that is, guys? You see how bad? You see how bad this is? Do you see how bad wargaming is? How much more proof? How much are you going to be believing Doodles, Misty 69, what do you call economics, Martin Blogger, Bushcon Blitz? They're all paid to stream a false narrative of the game. Nobody gives the enemy thumbs down when they see these cheating tactics. No. What do? They only pretend that they're not doing anything wrong. But yet the game tells you have to wait in order to complain or expose cheating tactics during gaming. And if I was a businessman, I wouldn't put limits on reports. Crazy, right? Crazy. A false advertised system game company. A false advertised system game company, guys. Misty 69, Economics, Doodles, Martin Blogger, Taki, all them other streamers. There's a couple that are not fake streamers, but there's a couple more that are fake streamers, just like Doodles. Doodles is the one most number one fake streamer that has, he copied every other streamer to gain his attention. Then after that, the way he gained more of his attention, they made up a narrative for him to gain fame by using what he called what America is struggling right now, trafficking, molesting kids. That's sad, right? I mean, if you're accused of that, you would stay away from that, right? Right? But no, what do we got? Players blocking me. Look at this shit, bro. This player, what? You see that shit? Wow, man. That's some crazy shit. Then nobody's spotting. Nobody's moving. All enemy is all directly in one spot. How rigged can we, show the game more? You know what I mean? Non-active players only point sharing. The game system is totally just rigging the game now. Just giving you robots to play. You know what I mean? Sad, right? Robot playing system. Wow. Wow, guys. Really, really, really sad. He didn't know I was there, but he looked my way. Did you see that shit? How bad? I mean, how much more proof do you need, Wargaming? How much more proof do you need? They're all point sharing. That's all they're doing. They're only point sharing. They ain't doing nothing but point sharing. Look, see how he knew I was there? Told you guys. Come on, man. Kill the players already, bro. Point sharing with that. You know what I mean? It's sad. Point sharing with the fucking smasher, dude, the whole time. But yet, when you see other players, they're all attacking the smasher. Crazy, right? And then Toes is one cheating clan, another cheating clan. Crazy, man. This game, like I said, this game narrative of clans and fair gameplay is all whack. It's all whack. It's all whack, guys. Look at this. Let's see what year this account is. 2016 with only 2,000 battles, but yet he's number one. He played the game more than other players did. Do you see the scam? Do you see the fucking scam in the game? Are you guys seeing this? 14 with 85,000. But then you got 14 ghost account from 2016 with only 2,000 battles. And he comes out on top. Clearly pointing out that players in this system have multiple accounts. Multiple accounts. This is what you guys supported the whole time. This game has ripped you all off. And you all need to make a petition before they force you guys to play Reforged. And I guarantee you, with me coming out with this saying they're not gonna even come out with Reforged. You know what they're gonna do? Guess what they're gonna do to Blitz. Reforged is a downfall by a game company only listening to its pockets and not the skill level game of you know, the enthusiasm of what the game was. Look at this, non-active players again, all just dead still. It's crazy, man, what we get on this shit. It's crazy. See that shit? It's crazy, right? I know what I'm gonna do. See that? Only point sharing, guys. That's all we're seeing here. 100% point sharing. I need to one shot this guy, get him out of the way. See how players gave up the game over there? Only point sharing, guys. Look at the players that I told them to go and help out. Nope. Look at the narrative. More proof, guys. And they laugh. They laugh about it. But yet the game is going down. Look at that. Non active. None of them. And Wargaming says that there's none of this. Wargaming says that there's none of this. So, yeah, guys, you could see why they're mad. You could see why these players are all cheating. Nothing about the NA server or the game itself is good. All these streamers try to change the narrative of what you actually see in the game. It's crazy. It's crazy. You can't even complete not one event in this game because of the player system and the game system denying that there's no cheating going on, which you could clearly see how bad it is. All right, we got future. I don't know, mankind. What do you want from him? He said, "Cause you're spotted, Dumbo." He said, "In the Smasher BTW, you're just saying words, bro. No sense, really." But yet you could see what's going on, right? See that? Wow, what a joke, dude. More point sharing scams, guys. That's crazy, right? How this game just point shares with players. It's crazy, guys. Look at that. All my team is nowhere. All my team is nowhere, guys. All my team, look at that. All my team non-active, point sharing only. No spotter, but yet we all knew what direction we all went. All right, we all went the same direction. I'm telling you guys. Here we have this point sharing scams. Sad, right? Dude, the game. I'm bitching about the game, bro. And you players, you're part of the cheating clan system, guy. You're part of that system. That's why you don't like what you see because you're part of what I'm calling out. Failure to Mankind is a player that has probably multiple accounts backing up cheating gameplays like what he sees, uh, telling me a narrative that, oh, you're winning, but yet look at the point score, man. There's nothing good about this game except for rigged battles. Players trying to use your money just to look good. A narrative that's false from all streamers except for me. I'm the only one in this game that has been straight out showing the truth about the game since it started. My very first videos were about team battles and about how good the teams was. And then you got this guy that got fired from World of Tank Blitz telling people to make multiple accounts so that way the game can look like it's growing in numbers. And then you got employees telling clan members to do all these kind of things to make fake accounts. That way they could have a narrative of, doing all these things. And then they came out with using these ghost accounts to rig these battles. And then the narrative came in to use Discord to also let the enemy friend know what direction the team is going. And that's the way and that's a lot of what you see. Failure to Mankind laughs because he knows he's exposed. He says your stupidity compounds me. Wow. Hey, he's using big words. I guess he wants to look smart now. Sounds like doodles on his fake accounts. He's the only one that speaks that way. I'm telling you guys. World of Oh, here we go. His name is Doomsday Slayer, guys. You see how they hit battle at the same time and they could go into battle with you? So this is what I'm talking about, a rigged game, guys. Yeah, I'm not playing with these guys. I'm not even gonna play the game with them. I'm just gonna expose that there's players that know me that are doing these scams. Told you guys, I'm not lying. The game has ripping you all off. The game has manipulated a lot of players, a lot of people. Game. the game has just really, really screwed over so many players. See that? See what I'm talking about? And then here we got this player again following me. Look at that shit, guys. What did I tell you? This guy's blocking me. Look at this. Wargaming, are you seeing this? How come you don't ban the whole team? Non-active players, just point sharing. See that? Love exposing the game, guys. This is so great. I get to show what rig battles look like, guys. Finally out. You know why? Because they're gonna screw everybody over, guys. This is why the players are doing this in the very last minute. Look at this. He says, "What? I'm not cheating," but yet he didn't put no thumbs down on nobody. Oh my gosh, bro! This game is so full of itself. Oh, this guy's just trying to get attention. Yeah, let's let him talk to himself. Oh yeah, yeah. They just keep on letting him talk to himself. He wants fame. Let him choke on himself. But anyways, guys, you saw right there, guys. Players hitting the battle button end up in battles with you. Rig scam, a game company that was told about this and has not fixed the system at all. So that's why I say boycott Wargaming's cheating system, guys. Boycott the game. Take it out of YouTube. Just take it out. Take out the PC game. Take out the all those other games. Take them out. Put no listing on them. When they want to broadcast or live, take them out. Oh no, DEF is a cheating clan. Oh, baby girl. See, no help, guys. Just point sharing. That's it. That's all you get. These are proven facts of legit rigged battles. Players helping enemies, point sharing, non-active players. That's it. That's all you got is point sharing scams. Ain't nobody care. Yeah, I know. I don't care about that dude. He could talk whatever he wants. He wants fame. He could get it on the chat. So I'm assuming he's playing in the GSR, or actually, you know what? I know what I could do. So he was. I believe it was. Nope, it wasn't that one. Yep, there it is. Yep. No, wait. Where is that battle? Was it this one? It has to be the one where everybody scored low. I think it was this one. Yeah, this was the one. Okay. It wasn't. It didn't look like no. There you go. That's him. Let's look at this guy. 2025 were only 907 battles. No tournaments, but yet he's talking to my stream. But yeah, guys. And then let's see, what else teams do we got following him? We got 23 with only 6,000 battles. No. And then you got this guy with only 4,000 battles. Man, what a joke. Well, this is all a mess. I'm just so glad I get to expose this game. Ain't nobody want that shit. Oh, yeah. Get some ice. No tank at all. This game is so cheap, they don't give a shit. I'm telling you, man, this game is the most cheapest, idiotic game I have ever played. It's gonna be sad when I start seeing players complain, oh, they shut down Blitz and they're forcing us to play Reforge. Or they're just gonna shut down Reforge and then shipped everything to Blitz. That way they could look like they shut down Reforge. One or the other, they're gonna lose money somehow. One or the other. Crazy how people have multiple accounts, right? They use one account to rig in a different server, and then they use their main account to play in a different server the right way. It makes no sense. But that's what wargaming entitled for the game to be. Once they open up that server, they try to cover their asses of all the cheating scams that they opened up. That's why they're mad at me, because I exposed what they didn't want the public to know. How do I get spider from here? Oh, from that right there, from over the top. It's coming on this side. There he is. Where's my team? Of course, giving enemy help. Told you guys, the game is a joke. The game has no skills, no what do you call honor in its game. Just pure rigged activity. They need to stop all this bullshit and start showing that or they're attacking tanks, they're helping their team, and they're not lagging behind. You know what I mean? That's the difference between real skilled battles and cheating game scams. Oh yeah, failure to what? To mankind says, yet you still play. Duh! I'm showing rigged battles. That's the whole concept of my thing. If you're smart or if you had a brain, you could read my blog. But obviously, you're smarter than me, so let's let you. Yeah. I only play to expose cheating companies like this one. Now they're going all over there. Now they're all going over there, huh? That's it. It's freaking hilarious. Look at this. Look at how they don't help. Watch. Look how it's certain players that are waiting for me to die and then they go in, they're active. Watch. Look at the mini map. All right. I want to show you guys something. I want to show you the mini map. I want you to look at the mini map. Look how these players all know where the enemy is going without even having a spotter left or right. They're not searching the middle. They're all going one direction, which is what players do just to kill or just to get rid of one player or a couple of players or just to point share. Now, they're not collecting bases what the game entitles you to do. No, they're going against the game rules or against the game entitlements of the game platform, the way you're supposed to play it, and they're making their own. And this, you could see how bad it is. Watch. Look at this. Let's keep an eye on these players over here. All right? Let's keep an eye on these players over here. Look at how many times they fire. So once they get over there in the middle, I'm moving on and look where the enemy goes. All right. Look where the enemy goes. Look how many times they fire. Okay? Remember what I said. Look how many times they fire. One. Tiger hasn't fired. Tiger is just ignoring that player right there. Look at this. See that? There's two shots. Tiger has not shot at all. Now he's shot. You see what I'm talking about? They know I'm right here, but yet they're not giving the right coverage. See that? See that? See how he wasn't looking towards any other enemy just by just waiting for me to come over here? Because these players are not actually killing this player. They're not trying to do their diligence. Just point sharing with players that they know. And Wargaming denies this. They deny that that's going on when you could clearly see in true form how bad the game really is. I'm not trying to make the game look bad. The game is making itself look bad. There's nothing but wanksters in the NA server, guys. I mean, straight up wanksters. A bunch of grown ass men cheating with kids. And then you got 9-year-olds, you know what I mean, playing the game, and then you get all this racism, bad words. You know what I mean? It's just sad. It's sad what you see. But yet you got other streamers trying to stream the game, right? Like Doodles, N90, just, you know what I mean? A lot of them, guys. Just a lot of these guys. You know, Angle or whatever his name is, he's like not really liking the game no more. I heard a friend of mine was telling me the sponsor that Wargaming uses, that Chinese dude with glasses, he's not liking the way they're treating him. They're making him work harder, like if he doesn't have his own personal life. See how they know where I go? It's crazy, guys, but you can never get a fair game from this game. You can never have a fair game. You always get games that are rigged, players point and sharing, just not really active, not moving. Just a whole bunch of what do you call false advertised gameplay, basically what it is. And then you guys could all see why the game is dying, why the game is failing to be what it should have been. You know, the game that took it all was War Thunder. See, they're not active. That's what I'm talking about. Non-active. None of them are moving forward. They're only point sharing. That's it. Just point sharing, guys. That's it. That's it. Point sharing. That's all we got. See, nobody wants to expose the truth, guys. Nobody. Nobody wants to show what really happens in this game. And then you got Soft Rescue. That one, guys, he's a cool guy. He keeps it non-political. He keeps it real. You know what I mean? Real people. Real players. You know what I mean? Real streamers that have a better eye for the game and keep it about the tanks, its history of the tanks, and not like I mean like what Doodles does, make fun of the game, make fun of players, make fun of the system, and doesn't make fun of himself, but he makes fun of other players by the players that are helping him, giving them the handout. So we got that, and then we got uh yeah, it's really bad. It is really bad. Let's see. Let's change tier. Let's go to 8. But yeah, guys. True fact and informs, guys. You got other streamers showing you different team battles, but you don't see that in this, right? You don't see players on all 7 orchestrating a good tactic skill battle. No, you see players. I mean, you would expect to see some sort of skill while on regular battles, right? I mean, one would want to see that, right? One would be like, okay, well, I'll believe it if there's better gaming into it. You know what I mean? I mean, even economics. I mean, or no, was it economics or was it Misty? I think it's one of those comics. Actually, told Morgan one of the best things I ever heard him saying, but then he went back and being a sellout. But one of the best things I ever heard him say is that how are you gonna, look at it as a getting profit instead of. Wow, my players are not even trying; they're just giving up the game. Yep. See that? Told you guys. Told you the game is full of shit. And it's gonna keep on being full of shit because of the player system. I told you. Look at, no one scored shit. Watch. Look at this. Players were just giving up the game. Look at how falsely advertised the team battles in this game is. What I tell you. Falsely advertised. There's no team battles. The game sets you up in failure. The game does not ban players that are doing these rig illegal activities. The game does not take care of the player based system by not getting its information taken or stolen or being hacked or whatever they want us to do. This Russian game company is doing so much illegal activity that I still don't understand why it's on YouTube. You know, that's pretty bad, right? And I'm making up shit? I don't think so. I ain't making up nothing except for showing the true facts of the game. NWO, another old clan. I bet you. Watch, I'm gonna check out that NWO and check out how low the battles he has. How much low battles these accounts have. And you go to any other game like War Thunder and you look at the battle history of each player, they got more than 1,000, more than 8,000, 10,000 games. Even in brand new accounts, they're already reaching within a year more than 10,000 battles. How is that wargaming? And then you got players with accounts that don't even have the correct battle. What do you call things to actually say that they were doing? You know what I mean? He wants to show. Watch. Check this out, guy. I want to show you guys something. Believe me, guys. I'm on 6 other live streams, and I'm not gonna say which ones they are. They're all linked in. Every time I stream, it all links together. That's the beautiful thing about knowing your phone, knowing how to work it, and knowing what is bullshit from the game that speaks bullshit, and what do you call it, rigged when the game says it's not rigging. See the difference between active players and non-active? Crazy, right? And then this player is gonna cheat knowing that I'm coming over here. That's what I want. Oh, look at that. He has help. Finally, I get a play. At least some players that look like they're helping, right? That's freaking hilarious. And the Dracula over there is point sharing with the damn. Hit them with HE, only HE, and you'll see a bigger decrease of points. Yep, HE, guys, nothing but HE. There you go. See what a team looks like when they actually help you instead of rig battles, getting players from the NA server, ring games, cheating tactics. You know what I mean? It's all stupid, guys. Let me see. Do I recognize Probo? Thumbs down. ETX? Thumbs down. I don't like that clan. They're not too boom. More cheating players. I don't like those clans. Those have been harassing me throughout the whole game, and you know what I mean. Those are the only clans that I know. If I recognize your clan, I know you're a cheating clan for sure. For sure. But watch. Check this out. I'm like I said, I'm not doing any kind of skill shit. I'm just trying to show the game. I give support. I do the best I can, like they say that you're supposed to do. I mean, I'm doing the same thing players are doing. They're not active until I see players active with me. Then I'll show some skill. But other than that, I'm not gonna show shit. I'm just gonna be stuttering, just looking at the game, showing, exposing players, not doing nothing. It's so simple to expose. So simple. And then players, and then you would think that for the amount of players that it has, it would already have some sort of like system where it shows that players are not rigging these games and stuff like that, right? It would show, right? Why is it giving me a lot of fucking trouble, man? He tells his homeboy, "You're fucking looking at the wrong place, stupid." Once again, aiming down. I don't know how the fuck, but we're gonna see my setup on the things, and if I have that clear shot where it has a little bit of a view, it's gonna be on with this game. Again, to show how bad the game system is rigging the games. Yeah, no activity, man. And then I missed that shot. Wow, wargaming. Mm-hmm. See that? Look. Look at this point sharing. Look at this. No activity, nothing. Non-active. Just taking hits. That's it. Giving help. Look at this guy helping the enemies. Not active. So yeah, guys, more games, guys. You want to support a game like this, guys? Go right ahead, play the game in about maybe 2 weeks, maybe in about 2 months, maybe in 3 months. You're gonna get bored of the game. It's the same cheating concept all the time, guys. None of these players go differently. None of them go any which way different. None of them do nothing like that. All we've been doing is just playing the same concept skill game, like people go in the same position all the time, playing the same map all the time. We have so many maps that we're not seeing them. We're not seeing none of the maps, a variety of maps. We're getting the same map all the time. That's sad, right? And I'm the one that's making up this shit. We haven't explored none of the new maps, none of the whole maps, nothing. Just the same fucking map like this, the same map all the time. Once again, I'll stay behind, just exposing the players, guys. Not helping, not trying. I'm not really trying because I know how the game is very stupid. Always the same thing. See that? Players always in the same place, knowing where we're going. Always. Look at this. Always going the same places. And then one player over there, the ISU, totally point sharing. Oh my gosh, this is so hilarious. Look at that. One non-active player over there. Of course, look how they all know what direction I'm going. Look at this. What I tell you guys? What I tell you about the game? What I tell you? More rigged cheating tactics, guys. These players have to cheat in order to win. Notice the player over here just point sharing with the players. That's it. One player against two. Point sharing. That's what they got. That's what they're living on. And that's what they're benefiting on. On one player. Crazy, right? All that point sharing for what? For what? You could tell how bad it is. See that? What I tell you, he could have fired. He had a clear shot from over there. These players want to get me from right here, watch. Check out how rigged this is. Not gonna lie, that was a good battle. That actually had players that, helped. But if I recognize a clan that I don't like, I'm gonna give them thumbs down. It's crazy, guys. Crazy. What the fuck happened to this chick?